But back in Padstow, what to do with a bag full of new season's peas?
It was such a pleasure to see the first peas and broad beans of the season. It's a bit like hearing the cuckoo for the first time. I was just reminded of a funny story that Keith Floyd once told me. He had a restaurant in the south of France, and he said it was just so exciting when the fresh flageolets arrived for the season. And for the first 2 or 3 days, you were eating them with great enthusiasm. And after about 2 weeks, you'd say, no thanks, no thanks.
This is peas braised with onions and Parma ham. It's the sort of thing you only want to cook when the peas are at their tippy top. Start by searing the onions in some olive oil, very hot oil so they colour up quickly. Add a small amount of water and cover them so that they are left to stew and soften. Cut the ham into small chunks, cubetti as they say in Italia. They'll end up looking like little jewels in a sea of green. Now this is really good bistro food, I think. With a glass or two of chilled white wine and some crusty bread, it would make a memorable lunch. Then some roughly chopped garlic, 2 or 3 cloves is quite enough. And finally, at last, in with the peas. They won't take long to cook, and you don't want mushy peas.
Just need to add a little bit of water, because it's just a tad dry. It needs to stew down, and that water will go into with the olive oil, make a nice little emulsion. And now some seasoning. I just fill this dish. I'm on a bit of a roll. This is the sort of thing people love. I mean, similar dishes to this you can get in Spain. That's pea and serrano ham, and in France with Bayonne ham, Italy with Parma ham. And of course, not forgetting our own pea and ham soup. It's a great combination. And finally, a little, not too much salt. Not too much, otherwise the salt police will be on to me again.
Serve them in a warm bowl with lots of flat-leaf parsley stirred in. There's an argument going on in Italy at the moment. Some trendy chefs are refusing to put garlic in anything, and the old brigade are outraged, as indeed am I. This wouldn't be half as good without it. They've got to be joking.